Ebusanfo mamunyina akwaba eba Ghana Sem TV GH. Mesro like, comment, subscribing, turn your notifications so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. Yanko ene asem no so. Ebusanfo, wow, per football pa. There is something in football called force them to play nonsense. That one say only team be koshiara mbobo no sa now say they I say they don't have money kapa. Then you can change the formation to let them, lose even track of what they are doing on the field. And say force them to play nonsense. Right now, no, I say MPP is forcing NDC to play nonsense. Why? Let me explain it to you. We all know, say, where there any debatable on record, the most effective vice president in the history of the Fourth Republic, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. In fact, the truth of the matter is, say, even today, as we are speaking, there are still some school children who think Bawumia is still the vice president. Ukoko say one vice president of the Republic of Ghana, make say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And because of that record, Nintendo, NDC4 are trying to let your mommy, Professor Jenana Pokwajima, match up that energy. Now, about energy alone, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as a vice president, has been able to initiate or spearhead 33 different initiatives. A record now. So it's not about energy or visibility alone. It's about your mental capacity, what you carry, ability to deep, ability to be to bring forth things that do not exist yet. Yeah, they said good for reserve C. Not anyhow. Good for oil. It was not there. Ingenuity, no, and one no. But because we are forcing NDC4 to play nonsense, Afe, our vice president, Nijenana Pokwajima, is now going on a visiting tour. So she leaves the Jubilee House and she'll go and visit the Minister for Finance or Ministry. Then she'll sit down and say, bring me your books. Let me look through. And she's forgetting that every movement or movie out of the Jubilee House piano, it comes at a heavy cost to the taxpayer. And she's not doing anything to show for it. They say that our vice president has become a tour guide, though. Because this is a tourism. Yeah. One would have thought, say, the best thing to do is, say, I know that if I'm moving as a vice president, I'm going to move with a convoy of about 8 vehicles. When a minister is moving, maximum number is 2 vehicles. So what do? You let the minister rather move to the Jubilee House. And yes, sir. Yeah, mommy see the view. And she's moving from ministry to ministry, visiting, taking pictures, receiving citations, and giving motivational speeches. Yeah, mommy. Our mother went to a Ministry of Roads and Highway. Or see, bring me the books. And I'll share book Nemusa. You and I were not there, so we don't know what she was looking through in the books. She could not see anything wrong with the books. So just a week after, Fourth Estate buy with a big revelation, over 70 billion in contracts awarded, sole sourcing. So we ask ourselves, say, my young mommy, Professor Jane was just there a week ago. Didn't she see it? She did not. She didn't see it too. And she call, what was she looking for in the books? Attendance, Anna. She was looking at attendance and how nice people's signatures are. So that is the reason why she's moving 8 Land Cruiser V8s with police motorcade. Oh, mommy, the work is not by force. You there, we have voted for you already. You are already in power. Whether you work or not, we are going to pay you your money. You will take S gratia on top. So please stop wasting our money. You cannot be like Baumia. No matter how hard you try, you can never be like Baumia. Just accept it. Accept it. When you started, start here now? Makeup being. I said now I think you have changed the makeup artist. They say who makeup now? You look like 10 years, 15 years younger. Maka wig no. Wig no. I said Jubilee House one can I said there's an issue with the wig because even Bridget Otu Munye Nani and I janto weeks are there be. It's a vice VIP. I can't wig no. But makeup there's a say there. Come on. And they say your fashion sense also. Yeah, is come on. No nipa idea outside for the fashion sense now. Yeah, last time I saw a vice president or share, I said body combisa. I said, hey, old woman boga penny, but I can't wig no. Anka some wig anka I was some cry anka chale. I'll giving her 100 over 100. But because of the wig in tea, they say 75. That is how they are forcing our mother to now look like I don't want to use any word. But Charlie, let's go and listen to this interesting conversation. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Madam Vice President, Her Excellency, Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman, says there's something they are letting her do that is really worrying me, viewers. It's worrying me. I'm so sad. I think that there's a desperation to show her on camera. And there's a desperation to show that she is doing something. So the trend these days is that the news will pick a story and say, Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman is going to visit somebody. I've never seen this in the Fourth Republic. I've covered everything in the Fourth Republic. I've never seen this before. I've covered all the vice presidents. I've never seen this before. A vice president moves from the office of the president where she stays, and then she's going to visit minister and goes to sit in a minister's conference room and say, give me what? She went to visit Minister for Roads. The next week, Fourth Estate issued a statement that Minister for Roads is up to some serious breaches of procurement law. She didn't see that one. She didn't see that some of the companies that had been awarded big push had 1 employee and 2 employees from their Senate documents. She didn't see that one. So what's the purpose of her visit? Check this. Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman has toured the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, reaffirming President Mahama's commitment to expanding treatment and interventions for non-communicable diseases under the Mahama Care Initiative, including strengthening digital systems and the rollout of specialized cardiology centers nationwide. This is the visit. This is a photograph of the visit. She took her staff out of the Jubilee House. I'll show you the cars that they were riding in. She asked the Minister for Health to leave the Health Ministry and come. This is Samuel Ofuson-Pofu, her staff. This is Alex Segbefia, who is her staff. This is the CEO of the Mahama Care Trust, Obobia. And Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman went there to go and listen to, I don't know what it is. I don't know how she can summon Obobia to come to the Jubilee House and explain to her anything she needs to understand, that she has to physically go there. And she's going to places and nothing happens when she goes. The information that she got when she went there, she can't be told. She's wasting taxpayers' money. I'll show you that she spends more money doing that. This is 16 January. Vice President Jena Opoku-Agyeman arrives at the Transport Ministry to hold crucial discussions with the sector minister to find ways of tackling the transport crisis. And that meeting must be held at the minister's place. And the vice president, who is a high-profile person, moves with a lot of security. And they all have to move, spend your petrol, my petrol and your petrol. They spend... You see, public officials don't look after themselves. So they have to exercise a lot of prudence in how they move about, how they travel, how they do all that. Because they do not look after themselves. They don't buy their own travel tickets. They don't buy their own petrol. And that is fair. We understand. It is called the perquisites of their office. We understand it. The perquisites of their office, they can have it. But you can't misuse it. And I dare say that the vice president's consistent visiting to public officials is a misuse of the public fund. Complete misuse of it. How can't a vice president summon somebody to come to her office and talk and then she's visiting people? What's the meaning of that? I mean, why? Obey you, Ghana. So, this is January 16. Let me show you another one. Vice President Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman visits Ministry of Youth and Development Empowerment to engage stakeholders on ongoing initiatives aimed at empowering Ghanaian youth. What is that? Then this one. Vice President Jena Opoku-Agyeman arrives at Ministry of Works and Housing to continue her working visit, engaging leadership on infrastructure delivery, housing development, and policy coordination. What is this? Then this one, VIP Jena Opoku-Agyeman meets Education Ministry. Big talks on reform and priorities. She went to meet Education Ministry. She couldn't resolve the problem between Haruna Idrisu and the Get Fund boss. For the Get Fund boss to say that I do not report to Haruna Idrisu, and there's so much tension between Ministry of Education and Ministry of Finance, and she goes to start education. She does nothing about the most important issue, which is a tension between the wallet of the government held by the Minister for Finance and the Minister for Education. So what's the visit for? I mean, I'm making 2 points. First, the visit is unnecessary. And two, it achieves nothing. It's just photograph opportunity. I understand that there's a desperation to have the vice president be seen to be doing something. Of course, behind her shadows is Dr. Bawumia, who was vice president to Akufo-Addo. Many people have said, many scholars have said, books have been written that in the Fourth Republic, Muhammadu Bawumia was the most effective vice president. I think she wants to compare with that. No problem, that's fine. She should think of an initiative. People say Bawumia was effective because he was able to create an initiative, which we are all doing. Interoperability. Today, I take my phone, I send mobile money, I'm MTN, I send to you, Tigo, it will go. Before Bawumia, it didn't go. All the many aspects of digitalization. ECG. Look at how ECG has been digitalized so that you can sit in your house and buy your ECG meter. That's Bawumia's initiative. Did Bawumia visit Minister for Communication, Minister for Physics, Minister for this, before he was able to achieve that? No, he sat in his office with his team. They planned it. They worked on it day and night. And then it became reality. And we are all enjoying it. If they want the vice president to do something like that, she's a professor. She's an intelligent woman. She can create something. But why are they sending her that, madam, come and let's go. Come and let's go. So what are we doing today? Vice President's office. Good morning. Madam, what are we doing today? Oh, today we are going to Ministry of Roads. From there, we'll go to Mahama Care Fund. And then from there, we'll also visit the Ministry of Education. That's the Vice President's schedule, visiting ministries that she can summon to her office. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why? Well, Vice President visits Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. She went there too. Okay, so this is the story. Viewers, have a look at this. Can you show it to them on the screen? Then you can see. Yeah. So that to the left is the Jubilee House where the Vice President stays. Now, when she's moving, this is the number of cars that will move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Petrol. Big cars, not small cars, not small engine cars, big diesel consuming energies. This is what they are doing. Why does she have to do that? Why does she have to spend taxpayers' money, put petrol in all this, and be moving around Accra, disturbing everybody? You are going for one meeting. In Accra these days, you cannot hold 2 meetings a day. When I started working, you can hold 4 meetings a day. Today, you can't hold 2 meetings because when you pass here, all the ministers are in motorcade. And then the vice president comes to add. He's going to visit. He's visiting and blocking traffic, disturbing everybody. What's the point? And at the end of the visit, nothing comes out of anything. Nothing. She went to Ministry of Roads. The next day, 4 Thursday, say, hey, there's 73 billion corruption. Go and look at it. She didn't see it. She should have found out. She should have asked Kwame Agbodjada, listen, your companies for big push that are Ghanaian, can you give me a profile of them? Then tell her, Alessandra, if you check the profile of all these companies and let us know. Then Alessandra comes and says, madam, Charlie, some of the companies, then she'll call Kwame Agbodjada. Some of these your companies, it doesn't work. If this information comes out, Joy FM are going to attack us for nothing. City FM will attack us for nothing. News file, they'll be talking about it. She didn't do that. She just went to sit down and visit, drink water and have a conversation. And they say she went to visit. And then look at the amount of taxpayers' money that went in. You know, I mean, as for me, I'm a nobody. I'm just saying it may not get anywhere. But I'm just sharing with you, viewers. Is that how we want our country to be run? Is that how we want yeah, we are the nobodies who are out of power. But is that how we want our country to be run? Is that what?
It was for still your project, about the studio, still also. For some time now, I've not been able to come your way directly from productions because of one or two things. And Doomsons and Sema also Ghana hands easy and the Doomsony network. So that is why you've not heard updates from the studio project now. But we are still on, and you can support us using the numbers as they appear on your screen. Thanks to all of you who have actually come to our aid. Ghana Sam TV GHD. And yet, as other blogs know, we are a family and we are doing this together. And the penultimate aim, and say, we want to see the elephant back to the Jubilee House. And however you will support us for us to achieve that aim now, please do.
Because I will bring down hell. And this is what is happening. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a gentleman. Oh, ne yes Samira Daboko. Enti ene yenya kwa kankan bi osi wo ye imam was edien. Asa ni ko tumu tutuntutu. E dia baba betena social media. Ese Hadia Samira akọ yi program ase akọ hage. No ba wale fo hage ofui. Jimmy fo papa. PPJ papa pen mu Jimmy fo. Ne kunu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be ka to say ne yire ne hage no akọ hage ye ne ha no. An mo Jimmy sana. You were this same person. And I'm not you call this woman names. You call them Yanya Malek Basantadia and Chia so quiet theater so. I didn't want come about me. Sabe one not one certificate or the yet more call the free temu. Oh no, I didn't pass some and one come for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Or in the name of Pualugudam. Muslim community nama. Did you ever you say papeni bi asore say there be akwala ne pani nkasa sa Muslim if when you say ne tete yema obi ba bonte be kasa ye. Nobody came out, but all of a sudden munyina you found your moral compass. Asa Hadia Samira kwa hagi obi enti munti bi da wabo musuo mo fa mu jimi entra muzongo ho. Monfa mu Jimmy entra na moto onum abrabo boni bia zongo de wo ye beton wi ye hwa ye beton koke ye hwa trauma bibia nye zongo ne eton wo ye ka enko ye ka ye friend say morality issues eni kwakwa say zongo kwa de mo ba mu bi sa mo na mo titi zongo ho no eni kwa say if you are talking about morality issues you guys shouldn't come here because me say abrabo boni bia bo ho na firi na ka mo moti honum look at the image. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say wetin ya left a Muslim image. Mo hwe mo record anka say eda Ghana ha. Mo hwe mo record eda ha. Mo check Muslim for mo check mo record eda bonte. And now Mrs. Joy sa zongo just here ma I can want say. Me na me ko hu first me hu ye some of the comments I was reading. It was appalling and it was coming from one Muslim community, girls and boys. I don't know more come on one some more. And think come on you will beat say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And in a year, Samira, our man rise here to a certain level. Or the Muslim community. Look at how you people are vilifying them. As a Samira Kwayede. Wakwa hagi will be. Bedia to a Sabian, and something Bedia to no. Or Yana one or only propaganda no Jinasono. Just what in inside to Nukwama, Panisha, and inside Asoni Muntino. I dated or Bawai for the Sabio Papa or Jenny. And if you see, I'm a Mekan MPP say, I don't blame them. I don't blame these people. Yet, Malay Basantani kwa chan draw to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia story preko. And so yet, I'm a yedim someone for moon chatacha. As well, NL one at Tonya Laji Loto Neto. Do you see NL Onya Laji? What will say Imam for any Biaba Bonte? Abba condemn Miss Adiano. Munya Munyachum no Bayeno. Munya Nyachum. Any Bayeno. Nayakamoho. Munyanya chumno any bayeno na ya kamoho. You people can no longer continue to vilify one particular family. Man to amomo. Oba ya besra mo se mo de enemy. Mon to mame no man to amomo. Ade Bible nyankopon ne kwa kasa me ba me de na me de mo anyeme. Oba mo wasa mo to aba ma Muslim communities not to aba ma ba omia. Muslim
they defended him. They defended Alhaji Loto. Dr. Bawumia de yenku
na na maba be ka na yire e kwan na yire fa wo living a life won asem wonto mo manefo some want tete ye e bia mo fa tete mo ma na mo na mo ma pro mo ma e no ma pro adwuma bo na bia mo wo mu bi ene ama se wo se police fo asa akronfo liar e di do say na ahia wo en kwala do say e yetimi identify wo from Muslim communities. Enough already. Ayeje enough already. Munjai na time. Muni muntetia mo fantete mo ma. Muni mtetia munya atwa mo na mo ton wo zongos no. Munya wi na mo ton wo zongos no. Enu mo be boa mo. enumom ebebo montete mo ma na mo ma ne ba bonte o ma behave ye and na wo pia bonte na wo nkwala ma yo mo tete sisa ho dodo na bi so mo di na hye di o mo bebobo. If you people know how to train children before I na mo ba beka hadia samira asem no montete mo ma ma ne mo ma mema no di asem ena